Nakorn and Nang are brothers. Their mother died a few years ago, and now they live with their father and sisters and their families in the village of Danme. Danme lies in the rice fields of eastern Thailand. It's March, and soon the big winds will blow out of the northeast. Nang and Nakorn are getting ready to launch their airplane kite. All their friends have kites too, in the shapes of hawks and fish and insects. After school, Nakorn and Nang often run with their friends to a fish pond. The trick is to toss your net where you think the fish might be hiding, and grope through the mesh to see if you've caught one. Their friends aren't having much luck with a basket trap, but Nang's got one. There are some fish in Thailand that can burrow into the mud and live there through the dry season. Then they slither out again when the monsoon winds come in May. The monsoons bring much-needed rain that fills up the ponds and rice paddies. Right now, it's the dry season, and everything's been burnt brown by the sun. The rice fields lie empty, but someday there might be irrigation canals here, and then the rice could grow all year round. The houses of the village are built up on stilts, which let cool air blow through the slatted floors, and in the shady, protected areas underneath, people can work and tether their animals. The rice harvest is over now, and the men of Danme have time to put up a new house for one of the villagers. The first post goes up, with a good luck charm fastened on. The bamboo is the all-purpose building tree in Thailand. The larger trunks are split for the framework. The smaller strips will be made into ties to hold the walls to the support posts. Nang has a job straightening nails. When you're not rich, you don't waste anything. The men usually use their machetes for cutting firewood, but in the hands of an expert, the machete can do delicate jobs too. The hardwood corner posts have to be set in good and deep, so as not to wash away when the monsoons come and turn everything to mud. In Danme, there are many events that bring neighbors together: house building and harvesting, funerals, weddings and festivals. The women weave all the family's clothes, from colorful cottons and silks. Their work comes to a stop when Nang and Nakorn come in from hunting. Everyone's wondering what they've got. Lizards, a nice treat for supper. There's a special way to kill and cook a lizard so that the meat will taste its best. First, an acorn starts a fire. In Thailand, much of the cooking is done outdoors in small stoves. Then Nang takes the lizard and knocks it out on a board. Then he hangs the stunned lizard in the fire for a few seconds. This kills it fast. Back at the house, the women are getting the rest of the supper ready. Rice is part of every Thai meal. This is glutinous rice, sweet and sticky. It's good for mopping up bits of meat and spicy sauce. Meanwhile, the boys open and gut the lizards, just like fish. The family grow all their own vegetables: gourds, beans, peppers, onions, and zucchini. With fish and other meats added, the diet, where everything is fresh, is a very healthy one. The boy's next job is to make a lizard fryer. Nang splits some bamboo and makes a sort of tongs. Then, one by one, he stuffs the lizards in. To hold them tight for cooking, he ties the tongs shut. When the lizards are cooked, they'll taste a lot like chicken. The meal is ready at last. A meal as good to look at as it is to eat. Everyone sits on the rush-matted floor, with the cool evening breeze filtering through from below. The next day is Sunday, and Nang and Acorn are up early, before the heat of the day. They've just got time for a cooling shower before they take up a special duty. They're taking the family's offering of food to the Buddhist monks. The religion of Thailand is Buddhism. Its leaders are monks, holy men who live in the Wat or temple, meditating on the Buddha's ways and teaching them to the people. They are partly supported by the people, who give them what they can spare of their own food. In return, the monks lend their help, leadership, and even tools to projects in the village. Most Thai boys spend a few months or even a few years with the monks as novices. They learn the Buddha's teaching and practical skills like carpentry. Next year, Nang, who is 14, will become a novice. He'll live away from his family, just as his father once did, and have his head shaved and wear saffron robes. The temple, or Wat, is a bright, immaculate place. It is the heart of every Thai village. The house is nearly finished. The timber and bamboo framework is in place, and the rest of the job will go quickly. The wall sections have been woven beforehand and only need to be tied into place. The roof is thatch, layer after layer of dried leaves laid down so that the heavy monsoon rains can't get through. This is hot work. Though it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, it's already 30 degrees Celsius in the shade. In fact, in Thailand, every season is hot. But the people have adapted themselves to the heat and can work at a steady pace in temperatures that would be impossible for an outsider. After only 3 days, the house is nearly finished, yet it will last for many years. Like all work in Don May, the house is a cooperative effort. And now that the work is over, everyone's invited to a housewarming party.